All right, so this is Cameron and Michael. This is Experiment 1 of Elemental Musician. We're going to break down some songs.
I like Experiment 1.
Experiment 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Michael has made me pick the first song. We have a playlist.
That was Experiment 1 right there.
Making me pick one?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what I'm going to pick. I was thinking about this earlier this week. See if it's even on here.
I hope you're ready to hear some pop music, bro.
Yeah?
I put some shit on there. Are we cussing on this podcast?
I
put some stuff on there.
All right. You ready, my friend?
All right, let's go.
Okay, song 1. First impressions.
I was about to say I could see your hand hovering already. First impressions, have no idea what Punch Brothers are, but I like the vibey acoustic already and some of that percussion. Have no idea. This song at this point feels like it could go absolutely anywhere.
Sweet. So these guys are like a bluegrass band.
Oh, nice. That would explain the the banjo I'm hearing to my left.
Yeah, it's the singer from Nickel Creek. Have you heard of them?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. They're kind of like a bluegrass kind of country group.
Nice.
Trio. But anyway, this is like his other band.
Nice.
But they do some really cool stuff. This was probably the first song I heard by them. Super droney.
Yeah.
I just love the layers to it. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'll back it
it's
up a little bit.
It's clean too.
Yeah, man. It's cool. So a couple things I want to point out about this, which I think are awesome. So one thing I love about this song is it doesn't even sound like a bluegrass song.
I was literally just about to say it sounds just like a modern song just played with bluegrass instruments.
Right,
almost.
yeah. I think one thing that my first listen to this that really caught me was the mandolin is basically the drum kit. You hear him doing all that. It's all the
yeah, I guess so.
He's basically like the snare and the hat and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All in his hand while he's chording, which is really sweet. And then we should watch a live video of this too, because that's actually how I first saw it.
Oh,
but the bassist and the guitarist are like the two things that are perfectly in sync that you're hearing. That quarter note.
Which I was gonna say adds like the low end to that percussion.
Yeah, and it's so tight. Like I didn't think it was two people.
It's only two people?
No, I mean the bass and the guitar.
How's that possible?
Yeah. 5-piece. So bass, guitar, mandolin, violin, and banjo.
Nice. Yeah.
The song is...
I just love what you can do with just a bunch of acoustic kind of instruments like that. And also, is there an electric guitar or is there something with like a pedal on it? No? That's crazy.
Yeah, we probably should follow this up with the live
video
of it sometime, because you can watch them perform it around like one microphone, and it sounds
that's
just
so
like
sick.
this. It's
Yeah,
nuts.
that would be awesome.
Anyway, we'll carry on.
Not a sparkling, shallow eyes to indict my move.
What in the world is up there? What's that? There's no pedal on that?
That's a banjo.
Oh, that's so sick.
Bass, acoustic,
You can
Mando. That's it.
hit your spots, but don't do it for anything but the thrill of movement and location. All the battle is
polyrhythm action. I'm sorry. We got to go back a little
Dude,
bit.
that's a bop.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you got so many elements going on there that are just like, did you catch the part where the bass switched to a bow?
No, I did not.
We
catch
got to
that.
re-listen to that.
Okay, yeah,
we'll scoot it
definitely.
back a little bit.
That
but
sounds awesome.
there's that part where it's right when it goes into the bridge
Mhm.
and it goes to the mandolin kind of doing this like counter rhythm. I haven't stopped to try and figure out. I'm not even sure if it's an actual polyrhythm,
Yeah.
but the way he's doing those offbeat accents is just super
I know.
cool.
I can't put a finger on it either. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bothered to count it, but
No.
it's more fun to kind of leave it how it is. Actually, I don't even want to know what he's doing because it
I
sounds
wouldn't
awesome.
even know where to start.
Yeah, and so yeah, let's listen to that bridge again. I think there's some really cool stuff going
Don't
on
mind
down
if I
there.
do.
I mean the way it breaks down into mandolin, and then the way the bass flips over, and then I can't even discern when it goes back to the pulse.
Mm-hmm.
That pulse through the song, but they just like sneak it back in, and then you're like, oh man, we're rocking again. So
They like rev right up to it, like if it's the mandolin, they all of a sudden start like strumming right into
Yeah.
it, and it's like,
yeah, it's
then
great.
they sync back up, and it's all
You're
in.
just full bore rocking out
Yeah,
with a mandolin. It's awesome. I love it.
I know. I was about to say, and with a mandolin and like a banjo, got us over here head bopping.
Yeah, I love it when like a genre tricks me.
Hey, if it's a jam, it's a jam.
Yeah.
Look,
Like I love bluegrass all the same, but like when I first heard this band, I was not expecting this sound.
yeah.
Totally caught me off guard.
That's cool. I like it. Play the genre wrong.
All right, let's see. I think this might have been the bridge. Let me try that. Oh, I'll scoot back just a little bit. We got to
Nice.
get that.
It's good timing.
It's so cool. All right, here we go. There it is. It's that guitar sneaking in. The banjo. Sounds like a delay pedals on it.
I know.
Kind of not fair.
I know.
so cool.
Nice.
I love it.
Wow.
So there you go, man.
Nicely done, Punch Brothers.
Punch Brothers,
that's a good
movement and
choice.
location. Was that kind of fun to try?
Yeah, that was a good experiment one.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely had no idea what any of that song was going to be.
Yeah.
And that was a tasty jam.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts after kind of hearing it all the way through now?
Yeah, I just like I like the idea of playing a stereotype wrong, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You have a standing bass, I presume, and you know all these, you know, folk instruments, and you're playing like a you know, I mean some sort of, you know, almost
feels like a rock song.
rock jam. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
Yeah. And you're totally right. Delay pedal on the banjo, maybe whatever that was, like a little bit of like yeah.
It's funny. I feel like there's hope that if for some reason we lose all of our electronics,
We could still play
we
rock
can
music.
still rock out. Just got to get the right combo.
Thank you, Punch Brothers, for telling us that
Proving
we
it.
can. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
You can still shred. I
Yeah.
mean, they have some really like other amazing songs too. We could probably visit later, but
Yeah.
that one was when I first heard that. It threw me for a loop. One of my friends showed it to me, and I did not expect that, and so immediately I was a fan. I love it when bands surprise me like that. But yeah, I think all the elements are there, like, you know, going along with the kind of rock in a bluegrass setting. So you definitely have the full rhythm section between, you know, kick drum is basically bass.
Mm-hmm.
Acoustic guitar was kind of fulfilling that.
Especially with like the chugging kind of the whole
pulse,
time.
Yeah, totally. And then the whole like top end of the drum set, with, like the snare and the hat kind of feel, that was all in the mandolin. And then, man, the banjo and the violin, the amount of space that they could cover, like he's doing kind of that. It almost felt, I don't know what you call it on violin, but kind of that almost like tremolo sound.
Yeah.
Like what would be tremolo picking
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
He's just like,
totally. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
The name is escaping me right now. What do they call it on a bowed instrument? But yeah, man, it's like all the elements are there. And then, I mean, we didn't even talk about the vocals, but
I was
those
about
were
to
like
say, yeah.
good and
He just starts going off, especially at the end. Like,
yeah, super eerie.
Yeah.
And flowy.
I like tasteful use of falsetto.
Totally.
And especially over, you know, subtly eerie, atmospheric
Yeah.
folk jams. Not something I realized I'd wanted in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
But
man.
glad to have it. Yeah, I was gonna mention the vocalist, and I was also gonna mention I have no idea what the song's about. Movement and Location's the name of the song. Was not paying any attention to lyrics at all.
Totally entranced by the music.
I know, right?
Check out the lyrics later.
I
guess.
did want to mention the violin was so clean though.
Yeah.
Like, and I like what you mentioned about taking up that space. It really does occupy that kind of like, since the whole song is very like rhythm oriented, and it's kind of like segmented into very specific and well defined parts that are repetitive.
Yeah.
Kind of like a percussion set would be.
Right.
It's nice to have an instrument that is, because even the banjos, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like pretty like staccato.
Everything's
or whatever,
kind of on
like,
this grid.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
But then
Yeah.
the violin gets to kind of do its own thing and add a little bit more, you know, just I guess color to it, because
Yeah.
the rest of it's very cold in its like in a cool way,
Right.
but it's very cold almost in its you know, rigidness.
Yeah, I think that's what's so interesting about it too, is because, I mean, I'm just thinking this now, but it's like it almost carries the same tone and vibe as like some sort of electronic music too, because
Sure,
of the
yeah.
nature of like the pulse. You know,
Yeah.
it has that
That's true.
rigid backbone to it, but it's like done on acoustic, earthy sounding instruments.
Yeah, that's-
gives it such a weird take,
Yeah,
which is really like just really fun.
I like it.
I also like, this isn't really in a lot of other Punch Brothers songs too, but there's only 5 of them, but like they each have a specific lane that's so clear. It's like every note is planned and thought out. Like,
Yeah.
and they can play so much. Like each of those guys is super talented. So, it's cool to actually hear restraint too. Like if we listen to a couple of their other songs, like there's sections where they're just all out shred. you know, and they're proving they
if you
can
got
play
a
their
banjo
instrument.
player, yeah, if you got a banjo player, I mean, he's shredding. Like
Right.
the guy's gonna go off for sure.
Yeah, but this one was just like
Yeah.
it's the focus and the tightness of it. I don't know, just makes it awesome. So
Yeah,
some cool stuff in there.
yeah, yeah. I like the comp to some more kind of droney electronic music. Yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah. That's a good call. Without and I'm probably going to use the word wrong. I don't know if it's called modulations, but I liked all the weird chord stuff that they were doing at the especially toward the end. And they were mixing in some subtly like weird phrasing in there anyways.
Right.
Throughout, but then he just goes off the rails at the end. It's awesome. Yeah. I love feeling like I'm not going to be able to predict where the chord
Yeah.
Look, I'm no pro at this. Like where the chords go.
Yeah.
To sound like the layman I am, I like not being able to predict where the chords are gonna go.
Right.
Or where a potential melody would go. There's just kind of there's something refreshing about an unpredictable melody and almost something that you can barely recall, but it wasn't like catchy enough to be like stuck in your head.
Yeah.
I like that.
Everything was like. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Even on the vocal melody, there's a lot of things where he kind of pushed it. Mm-hmm. He'd wait a couple beats.
Yeah.
Or where you thought the bass line might normally change, they kind of pushed it a few more. So it wasn't perfectly predictable, which kept it exciting even when it was still really like simple rhythmically.
Yeah, totally.
But
totally.
Yeah, I love
Yeah, it
that
felt
song
fresh.
for sure. Yeah, we'll have to watch a live version of it sometime because that'll blow your mind too, seeing them play it.
Yeah.
They also do they've done a couple, maybe it's just one, but they've done some Radiohead covers too. And
that'd
the
be
Strokes, they did like Reptilia.
Yeah,
stuff
nice.
like that, which it's crazy how they can translate it into their.
I was about to say that'd be
into
fun
their
with
their setting.
Yeah, with bluegrass instruments.
Yeah.
Okay, now my question: are they all brothers?
No.
Do they punch each other?
Probably not. They all seem like they're pretty friendly.
But why?
I don't know what the name's about. We're gonna have to look that up.
Or is it like some Kool-Aid? You know what I mean? Like they really enjoy some good punch.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look it up after this.
They could have gone punch bras too, with the period. Just throwing it out.
When is this from? This is from. Whoops. 2012. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some good stuff.
Okay, we'll return punch bras.
Awesome.